mountains, beautiful rivers, and beautiful people. That's where we are at right now. It's said that everyone here who can speak can sing, and everyone who can walk can also dance. In the Ganzi Tibet Autonomous Prefecture, the place we will explore Tibetan culture in the next few days. The Ganzi Tibetan Autonomous Prefecture is located in northwest Sichuan and has attracted explorers, pilgrims, and traders for ages. The most common path is by flight into Chengdu Airport, followed by a long car ride to Danba, then leading to Daofu, Ganzi, and finally Dege. It's a strenuous route, fit only for the travel enthusiast. The road trip is almost 1,000 kilometers, but for those who can make the journey, the path provides a stunning glimpse of Tibetan lifestyle. From afar, Danba seems like a kingdom of mystical castles, with watchtowers everywhere. Whoa. This mountain valley is 383 kilometers from Chengdu. It's dark and creepy in here. No lights. Can you imagine fighting a battle in this watchtower? The last rung! The watchtowers were originally built for defensive purposes and vary in height from 16 to 36 meters. The villagers say that there are both male and female towers, the female ones with horizontal lines, like the flaps of a girl's dress. Another belief is that after a family has a son, the family should build a watchtower to protect him from evil spirits. They should add one floor to the watchtower until it was 18 stories high. Did you spot the enemy? Well, there's no enemies, but can you imagine living a life here? Sitting here and looking out the watchtower, hours, days on end. Outside, the landscape is varying, from towering mountains with an altitude of over 5,000 meters to river valleys as low as 1,700 meters. The weather is mild and the inhabitants are farmers that live in Tibetan residences on the mountains and by the Dadu River. The houses are built in harmony with the mountainous landscape, simple yet inviting. I couldn't help but want to visit one village. The typical house has 3 floors. The first floor for raising pigs and chickens, second floor is where the inhabitants live, and third is for prayer and worship. On top of the roofs is corn. This is one of the crops the farmers commonly plant. Wow, spectacular view. Actually, these small windows are a characteristic of one of these houses because we're high up in the mountains and the winds are very, very strong. So the small windows keep us warm. It's also the same with the walls. So thick. Oh! So over there are the chickens, but I want to show you my favorite animal. Guess what? Oink, oink, oink! It's the pig! Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Oh, it's getting a little cold outside. Luckily, we're in the most important room with the fireplace, right here. And around the winter time or dinner time, the people will start up a fire and then boil their pots of goodies and beef and pork and all these sorts of meats here. And also, this is a center of activity because when the guests come or friends come over, they'll gather around here, eat and drink and rest and maybe sing and dance. It's a good time. But today, we're not going to be eating here because there's a special banquet held today when someone has built a new house and everyone from the village will be attending this party. I'm ready to go. From afar, the quiet village may seem to be asleep, but today, the situation was clearly different. The new houses are built by the entire community, so a celebration is held when the building is complete. During the day, hundreds of guests, virtually all the people in the village, came to celebrate. They brought small gifts or sums of money. I wasn't aware of the custom, but I was welcome nonetheless. The girls in Danba are known for their beauty, giving the village the name Beauty Valley. So here I am at the brand new house, and you can see that there's people of all different kinds, men, women, children, all ready to have fun and eat. And the meal is right over there. Of course, a good celebration needs food. Big pans filled with juicy meats, tasty vegetables. Now, time for some exercise. The traditional guozhuang dance is perfect. Even the little ones get jiggy with it. In this dance, men and women dance along a circle. The dance is performed when celebrating holidays, birthdays, weddings, and the building of a new house. The next morning, we continue our journey to Daofu, 160 kilometers from Danba, stopping at Huiyuan Temple, located in a sacred location surrounded by mountains on all sides. The Tibetans are devout people, and one ritual for them is spinning the prayer wheel. It's believed that spinning the wheel is like reading the scriptures, which are written clockwise. So turn the wheel clockwise. Inside, I met the living Buddha, who is the teacher of Tibetan Buddhism. The carvings record the temple's history and state that the Han Emperor, the Qing Emperor at the time, wanted to promote peace between the ethnicities and ordered the creation of this temple. The dragons on the walls, combined with the lions, also symbolize harmony. The dragon is a symbol of royalty of the Han Emperor, while the lion is the highest animal to be worshipped in Tibetan religion. What are these people doing? Practicing martial arts? Well, they're debating scriptures. It's when the monks gather and test each other on the principles of their religion. They clap their hands to emphasize their main points. Monastery life is rigorous, but life for women means work too. Along the way to the center of the county, I saw a few women working in the fields. What they're doing is beating the crops so they can get the seeds to make vegetable oil. Closer to the center of the city, I got a glimpse of the local Tibetan houses. Here we go! We're gonna Dorji's house! We're gonna Dorji's house! Actually, this is a friend of mine who lives in a very traditional Tibetan house, and today we're gonna go visit him. Woo! We're gonna Dorji's house! We're gonna Dorji's house! 赶快点是吗？就这样哈，谢谢。阿妈，来了，喊你进来，好。The buildings almost look like temples or museums. However, they're just ordinary residences. The house was built by the family, and they have resided there for over 10 years. It will be passed on from generation to generation.
走，
哎，好，谢谢。
走，这是青稞酒，藏民的青稞酒。
哎，谢谢您。
哦，
好，这样子。
这甜水。
这样。
有这弹下去。
哎 So the alcohol is used
有
to
弹过去。
sort of give to the gods.
再喝一点。
喝一点。
喝一点。